What up, YouTube? G4 here once again, back with another video for you guys. Today's topic will be on Dragon Ball Super as a whole. Since the series is officially complete, they just aired the final episode. I can give my thoughts on the whole series as a whole. And before you guys say I might be a little bit biased because I skipped some episodes, I did go back and watch the episodes I skipped in the Tournament of Power. So yeah, this is my complete fair analysis of the whole thing. You know, so starting off with Arc 1, which is basically Battle of the Gods, we really did start off this whole entire series with all of the Saiyans giving their power to Goku to make Goku a god. I kid you not. That is the whole entire first arc, is this all of the Saiyans are giving their power to Goku so Goku could be a god. And that pretty much set the tone for the entire fucking series. You know, to be honest, I don't really have to say anything else. That's the entire series in a nutshell. That's the whole series in a nutshell. But yeah, that happened in the first arc. I wasn't a huge fan of that shit. I thought that I kind of hated that shit. But I don't gotta delve too deep into that because I reviewed that before, because it was just a rehash of the movie. It's the second arc, which was Frieza, which I also was pretty pissed about, because it's like, you did Frieza 3 times. You know, it's just kind of like, okay, Frieza on Namek, that was one. Brought Frieza back so Trunks could fuck him up with King Cole, you know, fucking up Frieza and his dad. That happened. And now they was kind of like, yeah, you know, we want some fresh, new, original ideas. What can we do? Yeah, let's bring Frieza back again. Let's do Frieza again, which I hated, you know, but I kept an open mind to it, because I was like, you know, maybe they can do Vegeta justice for once. Frieza tortured Vegeta growing up, killed his father, blew up his home planet, killing all his people. You know, it just really fucked with Vegeta. Had this man in tears, even killed Vegeta before. So I'm thinking maybe they can give Vegeta the justice he deserves. Really let Vegeta handle this for once, because this is more of a Vegeta villain than it is a Goku villain. And did they do that? Nah. They were like, no, we just gonna let Goku kill him. You know. Yeah, that was it. You know, Goku killed him. You know, fuck Vegeta. So that was the Resurrection F, where basically that second arc of Super. And now we're on to the tournament, the first exhibition tournament. And you know what that tournament fucking felt like? That tournament felt like a rehash of the Afterworld tournament the Kais had as a filler in Dragon Ball Z with Pikkon, with Goku and Pikkon. That's what that shit felt like. It felt like a fucking rehash of that shit. Like, it was a B story in Z that wasn't even good enough to be canon. It's good enough to be canon for Super. And people was really hyped up about hitting all of that shit. And yeah, it was the most predictable tournament ever. It came down to Goku and Hit. Of course it would. Like, why wouldn't it? You know? And what makes it really disrespectful is, you know, what Akira gonna do what Akira likes to do, which is feed Vegeta to the baddie, so Goku could watch Vegeta get his ass beat. So Goku could be the one to beat him, and of course that's what happened. You know, completely made Vegeta look like a piece of shit, you know, because Akira Toriyama only liked to suck Goku dick. So yeah, we had that exhibition tournament. Like I said, I hated that shit too, because it was predictable. It was predictable as fuck. You know, so moving on, we finally have the Future Trunks arc, the Goku Black arc, and this is an arc I actually did like. It's an arc that felt the most like Dragon Ball Z. It was finally an arc where Goku just couldn't flex on the villain. Goku couldn't take this villain out by himself. they did something I was surprised by. They actually focused on Trunks. Trunks did a lot of work in that arc for someone who didn't have the same power as Goku and Vegeta. So I was very impressed that they gave Trunks that kind of shine. I'm very happy that just wasn't Goku steamrolling the villain. It was a villain that Goku couldn't beat. Not only that, but we got to see Vegito. It was the only time in the whole series we got to see Vegito. So overall, I felt like the Goku Black arc, the Zamasu arc, that was the best arc in the entire series, and I really did enjoy that one. Even though it did feel a bit like fan fiction, it did feel a little bit like fan fiction, but I really did enjoy it. Overall, I enjoyed it. Moving on to the next one, we have the Tournament of Power. You know, for some reason, we got another fucking tournament. You know, and this tournament was the most ass-pull tournament I've ever seen in my life. Before we even get to the tournament, these motherfuckers did it again. They said, okay, they were faced with an option. We could have Boo in this tournament and really do something unique. Wouldn't it be cool if we had a good Super Boo? Like Boo actually, we saw the skinny Boo, but what if he actually transformed his mind and had Super Boo's mind, and we got to explore that, like a good Super Boo? That would have been something new and unique. That would have been a really cool thing to see if we got to experience that. But you know what they did? Nope. They said, fuck it. Let's bring Frieza back. For fourth time. Yay, Frieza again and again and again. It's like, fuck. I'm tired of Frieza. God damn, y'all suck at writing stories. See, and yeah, that shit pissed me off before the tournament even started. But yeah, in this tournament, I'm just kind of like, I wasn't excited for it because it's like, too many tournaments. Tournament fatigue. I already had. I know they tried to switch it up and make it a battle royal tournament, but it was just like, I don't know, I just felt like we retreading again and again. And it's not to mention that it was a tournament where we already knew the outcome. It was going to be Goku versus the main last bad guy. I know we had the plot twist. I'm going to get there in a second, but we knew that was going to be the main last fight. And of course, it was that. Nope. Nothing really out of the ordinary, just Goku versus Jiren at the end. We saw that shit coming. But all of the shit leading up to it with the female Saiyans, that shit pissed me off. They're getting their random power-ups pulled out of their ass, because before the tournament even started, they was like Goku and Vegeta level when they was on Namek. They couldn't even turn Super Saiyan. And they went all the way from that all the way to being able to fight Ultra Instinct Goku in the matter of just a couple episodes. They managed to go from just Super Saiyan 1 to being able to fight Ultra Instinct Goku in one tournament. In one 40-minute tournament. And they weren't even fighting Goku the whole time. So I want to go on a whim to say that was like a 10-minute fight. They gained all that power, which is fucking bullshit. Like the most ass pulls I've ever seen in my life. It's egregious, and speaking of Ultra Instinct, that form was such an ass pull too. A form that took the gods of the destruction hundreds of years to get the power that Whis and them had, the angels had, and Goku gets that shit in 20 minutes. I know it felt longer to us because it was like a stupid amount of episodes, but in the course of the tournament, it was like the 40-minute tournament. It was like 20 minutes out of that tournament. Goku mastered Ultra Instinct. Like, Goku is that nigga. Goku's so cold. He mastered Ultra Instinct in 20 minutes? Fuck you! Like, Akira Toriyama, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself for that shit, man. Like, that shit is trash. And then Goku, who couldn't touch Jiren, automatically, now all of a sudden he beating the fuck out of Jiren effortlessly. Like, well, not effortlessly, but he beating the shit out of Jiren, and I'm just kind of like, this is such horse shit. Like, what the fuck? Just single-handedly, and it makes me wonder, why did 17 protect Vegeta when he forced self-destructed, when we thought he did self-destruct. Why did he protect Vegeta? It seems like he protected Vegeta so Goku could watch Vegeta get his ass whooped. So Goku could watch that ass whooping, so Goku could get a new form, and he could flex on the main villain. Like, they kept the Vegeta around for the sole purpose of him getting his ass whooped and Goku witnessing it. They always do that. They always feed Vegeta as fodder to the villain so Goku could watch it, so Goku could be the one that flexes on him. And I hate that fucking formula so much. You know, I hate that formula, but that's what they did. You know, and it was some bullshit. And I know I harp on this Vegeta shit a lot, but I just feel like they constantly disrespected Vegeta in the series. It was just so much disrespect. But like the way I wish they did it was with that new form Vegeta had, that it was different. Like, it was different than Goku's. That it was like maybe an offensive version of Ultra Instinct, and Goku had the defensive version of Ultra Instinct. They fused together for Vegito and then that's perfect Ultra Instinct, because we said in the beginning if they fought together they'd be unstoppable. So that would have been the perfect hint that they go back to that, show a flashback of that, and they show Vegito, and Vegito gave Jiren that work. That would have been so much more epic. It would have made 17 protecting Goku and Vegeta. That would have made so much more sense, instead of protecting Vegeta so he could get his ass whooped. You know, just to get a cheap emotional moment. I know a lot of y'all like to say that was a really much, but it was cheap. It was fucking cheap, and it was disgusting, and I hated the way they did that. Vegeta went out, the way they got rid of Vegeta was disgusting. In a tournament of 8 people, they couldn't even let Vegeta be top 3. You know, because we found out that 17 didn't actually self-destruct, but we couldn't even let Vegeta be top 3. That's just fucking disgusting to me. You know, that is fucking disgusting to me. So that definitely left a bad taste in my mouth, and it ended the way we pretty much knew it was going to end. Universe 7, when they wished back to other universes that was erased, and that was it. It was pretty much cookie cutter, what we expected, and yeah. But like I said, that shit they did with Jiren, it really made me mad. It's the reason I know that shit like Naruto is better than Dragon Ball Super. Did Naruto beat Kaguya by himself? No! Naruto needed Sasuke. They let Sasuke be Naruto's fucking equal. They had Sakura in there. It was Team 7 that beat Kaguya, and I respected that shit. You know, I know a lot of y'all like to say, well, they suck Goku dick like that, they put so much emphasis on him because he's the main protagonist, but Naruto is literally named after Naruto, and they didn't do that shit. And I hate to use this example, I really do. Bleach has such a shitty ending. I know Bleach has such a shitty ending, but even Bleach, did Ichigo take out Juha by himself? No, he had help from Oryu, so it's kind of like, even over there, the main bad guy wasn't taken out by the protagonist by himself. Goku just seemed like he's single-handedly was handing Jiren beating Jiren ass, and I just hated that shit. So overall, about the whole series, I hated every arc aside from the Goku Black arc. The way the series started with all of the Saiyans giving Goku their power to make Goku a god, that's symbolism. That let you know what the whole series was going to be about. That was symbolic of what the whole series was going to be about. Goku worship. Goku a god. All of the other characters bowing down to Goku, giving them their power so Goku could achieve god status. That was symbolic if I ever seen it. You know, and like I said, it just, to me, it kind of tarnishes the legacy of Dragon Ball Z. You know why we fucked with Dragon Ball Z so hard? I know we fucked with it for the fights. The fights were dope. I know we fucked with it for the dope transformations as well. But we also fucked with it because it was so unexpected. It was random. It had better storytelling. It wasn't as predictable. Goku wasn't soloing everybody. Think back to that first arc with Raditz. Goku didn't just beat the fuck out of Raditz and gain a new power to beat Raditz. No, it had to be Goku and Piccolo that did it. And think about with the Saiyan Saga, Vegeta versus Goku. Goku didn't just steamroll Vegeta. Vegeta beat Goku's natural ass. Vegeta took a spirit bomb. It was still coming. It took Gohan, Krillin. It took Uzaru form, Gohan falling on him. It took a group effort for them to beat Vegeta. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just wasn't Goku beating everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, with Cell, Gohan beat Cell. You got to see Trunks kill Frieza and King Cole. It was so different in that way. And think about the way Dragon Ball Z ended. Goku wasn't even the strongest at the end of Dragon Ball Z. Gohan was. Mystic Gohan, which is stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Gohan, even though Gohan didn't take out the final Buu, it ended with Goku not even being the strongest. And I respected that shit. It was equal opportunity for everybody in Dragon Ball Z. There was a time when Piccolo was the strongest, when he was fighting Frieza in his second form, or when he was fighting Cell, he was fighting Android 17. Piccolo was the strongest then. Or had times when Vegeta was the strongest, where Goku was all beat up on Namek and Vegeta was stronger at that point. You know, Goku and Vegeta kept going one-upping each other on Namek as they went on in different grades of Super Saiyan. They kept one-upping each other. So even then, Vegeta had his time to be on top. Gohan got to be on top as a Super Saiyan 2, got to have Mystic Gohan, Gotenks with Super Saiyan 3. Like, everybody got to have their time at the top in Dragon Ball Z. It wasn't just catered to Goku. Anybody could be the most powerful, and that was the beautiful thing about it. I felt like everybody got love in Dragon Ball Z. In Dragon Ball Super, I felt like they lost that. In Dragon Ball Super, it just felt like Goku being a god in literal Goku worship. It felt like it didn't feel like a successor to Dragon Ball Z. I don't know what the fuck Super felt like. I didn't like it. I didn't like the way they made Gohan into a fucking joke. Gohan didn't get no power up. Gohan got to reclaim old powers that he had in Z. Piccolo, he didn't get no new powers. Nobody really got any power-ups like that. It was just Goku domineering the whole series from beginning to end. You know, none of the Z fighters to ever oppose Goku like that. And I just feel like that's a shame that they had that they did storytelling in such a predictable, cookie cutter, such a self-serving way of the protagonist. That y'all make your other characters, your other support characters, and your other protagonists just stepping stones for Goku to walk on, so Goku could be stronger, so Goku can appear taller. He's stepping on other characters' backs so he can appear taller, and I just feel like that's just disrespectful, and I just feel like that tarnishes the legacy of Z to me. Like, Dragon Ball Z isn't in my top anything anymore. It just really isn't. And it's a shame because I really did love the series, but the fact that Super is canon, I don't know, it just leaves a nasty taste in my mouth that I just don't support that shit anymore. Like I said, Naruto handled they final shit way better. I love the fact that Naruto couldn't beat Kaguya alone. I loved that. I loved that they let Naruto and Sasuke be on par with each other. I love that Ichigo couldn't just kill the Juhabak by himself. He needed help. We never did get to see that Bankai at the end. We never did get to see that Bankai in the end. But Ichigo couldn't handle that last villain by himself. It was a group effort. I love anime that give all of their characters love. All the characters feel loved. They all feel fleshed out. And, you know, I love that. And I just feel like Super, I don't know. It was just, I didn't like it. And it's just sad. I mean, I had to finish it because I was that far into it. Now, you that far into a series, you might as well just finish it. But I have to say, on a reviewing way, it's not in my top 20 anime. It's not even in my top 50. You know, but that's just my whole thoughts on the whole series. I had to. This is gonna be my final time talking about it until the movie comes out, or until maybe another series comes out. Oh yeah, and Dragon Ball G. An unpopular opinion: Dragon Ball GT was better. I just had to put that out there. But anyway, I'm about to get out of here. You guys can hit me down in the comments down below. Tell me your overall thoughts of the whole series as a whole. We can ask that question now. How did you feel about the entire series? Was it better than GT in your opinion, or less than GT? Was it better than Z or Dragon Ball in your opinion? Like, how do you even rate those? Like, which series was the best to you? So let's talk about it. Let's chop it up. Yeah, G4 Leader here signing off, and thank you guys for watching.